or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Coppell. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Coppell. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at coppellcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G207684.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com. Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures. All things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Old School with DP and J.
DPGM. What are you going to do to Caleb Williams? What are you going to do? You going to draft him?
No.
You're not going to draft him?
No, I don't. Here's my thing. I don't want anybody to know. I'm not going to bring poison into my program because that's what it would be. He's letting you know he's poison. He's venom. Why would I put poison in my own soup?
Maybe you think you're a mongoose. You can't.
I have zero.
You're a mongoose. You can take the Cobra venom.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It's still cold out, but it's getting warmer. High at 23 today. Nick will come back home and be like, just like Mexico.
Yeah.
The exact same.
In his refrigerator. The only thing that's linking us similar to Mexico right now is the freezer, maybe, and that's about it in his condo. That is about it. You know, it's it's hump day. It is Wednesday, fellas. A lot of action going on tonight. Rico, tell us about last night, man.
We went to DP and I went to Omaha and took in a little bit of Supernova stuff, a little closed scrimmage going on. It was nice. It was we got to see the inside of CHI and what it's going to look like. We got to see where our seats are going to be. Him and Renee did a little mock play-by-play. They sound fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to hear them on the radio waves. And look, the Supernovas look good.
So
Supernovas
can
look real good.
can you tell the difference between college volleyball and pro volleyball? Is there just a distinct difference in the speed of the
And this is me learning from Renee and learning from the coaches and some of the officials that were there. Mostly is like the rule differences. And with the rule differences, with the differences in like subbing and everything, a lot of the players or most of the players have to play all the way around. You're gonna have to play 6 rotations. So you don't see the 6'5", 6'7" middles or outsides or anything unless they're extremely talented and can play defense in the back row, because that's what you have to do. You have to go, front row, back row. So a lot of the women are, between between 6 foot and 6'4". Really, I think that's the tallest person. There's like 4 women on the Supernovas that are 6'4". That's as tall as they get. They're going 6'4", and I know that's still super tall, but 6'4", and they're playing all 6 rotations, so they're good offensively, they're good defensively. But really, it's just the power, I guess, is the power, the speed. I guess everything is just more enhanced from the college game to the professional game, and you would think that. So watching, Big Betty or Gina, Betty's been a professional for, I think it said like 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Gina's been out of college for a little bit as well. But she looks exactly the same. She looks better than she did in college. And you know how good she was in college playing for Nebraska. Like, they've gotten bigger, stronger, faster, smarter as they've aged, and you can tell on the volleyball court. And listening to their communication, it's so much more enhanced. It's just, there's a lot more communication, and it's a lot more mental than the college game.
So would you say, Rico, that the gal from Wisconsin, the big tall gal,
Dana Retke?
You're not going to see many of her height in that.
Well, I don't know, because she's playing overseas right now, and she's tearing it up. And they're doing international rules in the Pro Volleyball Federation. They're doing international rules. So if she's over there tearing it up, I would expect, once the federation gets going, once they add more teams, and they're able to bring more of the U.S.-born college players back from overseas and into this league, she might be one of the anomalies where she's super tall, but she can also play all the way around.
She's versatile.
Yeah.
So what about the young gal that plays at Texas? What's his name's daughter? That
Asia O'Neal?
Yeah, O'Neal.
She's on the
she was the first pick of the draft,
not Columbus,
I think.
Grand Rapids? It's either Grand Rapids or Columbus.
Okay.
She was the first pick in the draft, first overall. She just signed a couple days ago, and she's up there practicing with them right now.
So from a money perspective, is it more enticing for them overseas than it is here right now?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know the contracts and the money and how much they're making overseas or how much they're making here quite yet. But I would think that even with the money side of it, it might be more enticing to play here, because you've heard the stories of, you go overseas to play and you don't see your family, but a couple times during the year, or your family can't fly out to, Germany or Poland on a whim to go see you.
Right.
So it would be more enticing to play here, where, you're from, Washington, but you're playing in Orlando. Well, your family can hitch a flight over a weekend and go see you play in a match or two. And or you're going to play in San Diego, so they can go down there. They can go to Vegas, as opposed to, oh, where are you playing today? Oh, we're playing in Lithuania or something.
Asia nails the Columbus Fury.
Columbus Fury. There we go.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys had a chance to see that. When do they tip off?
The 24th.
24th.
Yep.
And that's a home game.
A week from today.
Yep.
Home game.
Home game.
Who they play?
rocking.
They play the Atlanta Vibe.
Atlanta Vibe. I like that name, Vibe.
Vibe.
David from Renew on the text line. Good morning, my man. He goes, gonna sing it to you time and time again. Oh, Supernova instead of Casanova by Levert back in the day.
And look,
Supernova.
Look, they sold a bunch of tickets, but still, there's seats.
Yeah.
Go on and get yourself some tickets. Supernovas.com. I think you go to our website, you can get out there as well. But you go to supernovas.com and get some tickets. I think they're, about $10 maybe. $20, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And you just go on the website, get your tickets, and be a part of history. You can be a part of the first, professional
inaugural game.
Volleyball game, the inaugural Professional Volleyball Federation game. And look, I want everybody to show the rest of the league that Omaha is the place to be.
I love it.
This is the one.
I love it. Nyla Boo, good morning. She says, love the code AD. I tell you what, Nyla, only wear this when it's absolutely necessary. And it's been necessary. It has been. Did you guys, Nick, Rico, you're too young. Raff, did you have one of these when you were little? Remember these always had the fur in the back?
No, I never had the fur in the back. I never.
Well, we got ours from the thrift store. So
yeah. I was never in that cool boat. I was just no fur.
No fur. Well, I don't think ours was fur either, but it was from the thrift store and it was warmer than the one that we had. So
Raff would have to kill a full size grizzly bear to get enough fur to make a jacket.
I was tiny Raff back in the day.
Yeah, you're right.
I was tiny Raff back in the day. I wasn't big bear Raff that I am now.
just an adolescent moose.
Back in the day, adolescent moose. My thing were the moon boots. I love the moon boots back in the day.
The moon boots were nice. Remember those brown?
About 52 muskrats. I don't know what they make fur jackets out of.
Remember those brown boots, Raff? You had the red shoestrings for them. They were kind of
yes.
Remember those, man?
Yeah.
I think everybody had a pair of those because you can get them. You can get the real version, whatever they were called.
Yep.
And then you get the knockoffs like at half price store or Payless or something like that. They were always so hard though. I mean, there's wasn't a lot of moving.
Yeah, there wasn't. They didn't really care much about foot comfortability back in the 80s.
No, there wasn't a lot of that going on. Folks, we got a lot to discuss this morning on this balmy. It's actually balmy this morning compared to what it's been like.
It's beautiful out there.
At my phone, I'm looking at right now. It says 5 degrees.
Oh man, it's
5 degrees.
Mama,
talking about a heat wave.
What do you guys got on yours? See, that's 5 on that one, but let me see if Apple's wrong or not. Let's see. It says 7 on WeatherBug.
Nice.
But it says it feels like -4.
Details.
Mine says 5, and it feels like -6.
Details.
-6.
It's only a 6 mile an hour wind out of the south.
I agree with GP. He put that post up last week. If it's 5 degrees and it feels like -17 degrees, it's -17 degrees.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, how do you have a difference?
Well, if you don't have the wind hitting you,
right?
The wind's always hitting you. This is Nebraska.
Depends on which side of the building you're standing.
Yeah, there's so many wind tunnels down there because you look at the trees out there. They're not moving much compared to the other mornings. Them jokers was swaying like they was waving to the church choir.
Yeah. Well, when you sit here and when it starts snowing, you can really tell because out this window, it's just falling straight down. But out that window, it's going 20. It's snowing sideways.
Yeah, that's true. Because it depends on where the wind is coming from. Because that could be a wind tunnel on what is that street? Is that right there?
That one's 11th.
11th Street. Yeah, 11th Street can be a wind tunnel sometimes, man. That's for sure. Well, folks, we got a lot. Again, men and women both play Nebraska basketball tonight. The women are here at home at Pinnacle, Red Out. Men are at Piscataway and Rutgers at a must-win game for them in particular. I think both teams, it'd be nice for them both to get a win today, but particularly for the men, you don't want to drop against a team that's like 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan brings in the same record. We got a lot of that in the coaching carousel because there's a lot going on. Raffs have some connections to one that kind of made us scratch our heads how it went down. Enrico, I want to talk about that. Raff, I do. What do coaches owe players when they leave at the collegiate level and how they've been leaving as of late? And how would you feel as a parent with that? We'll discuss that and a lot more to coming up on this episode on this day, cold day. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
31 years of business this year. With 4 Lincoln locations and 1 in Seward, there's more options for your favorite breakfast spot in town. And don't forget the Joe card for unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. Bagels and Joe, celebrating 31 years of serving Lincoln and the surrounding areas.
Make the 2024 deer season your best yet. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January 21st. Check out the hunting seminars, browse the hunting and outdoor exhibits, sign up for the Dylan Blind giveaway, compete in the Big Buck and Monster Shed contest, and try the 3D shoot and more. Buy your tickets at the door. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 19th through 21st at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln, 84th and Havelock, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, there's a sale for ticket listeners only. If you say Go Big Red, you'll get all natural pork loin back ribs for just $1.99 per pound with a limit of 2 racks. That's at Fairway Meat Market for the ticket listener sale, now through January 21st in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive.
We're inside.
3.7 The Ticket. We are inside
Well,
at 1040 L Street. The elements will not be a problem for us.
we got to be outside nothing but 20 seconds.
And that's with a casual walk.
How you guys able to do the radio in the elements? Well, we do it inside.
Yeah, how do you guys deal with it's cold out there? How do you do radio in Nebraska with the elements? Well, a couple walls, some windows.
Yes, windows. Even a space heater works.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Nebraska football has had some changes as far as on their staff. You can see that it broke out a couple of days ago, just the change that took place. Omar Hales is no longer with the football team. Neither is CJ Cavazos. He's no longer, I'm going to say Cavassier.
That's what I was saying.
CJ Cavassier.
CJ
Cavassier.
CJ Cavazos is no longer with them. It says in the past tense on their on the website online. Omar Hales, of course, was a program's player personnel for high schools. CJ was director of football operations. Don't know the depths of those stories. To me, it's irrelevant. I just kind of the guy I look at who's on staff now. Yep. That's what matters right now. So those two are no longer there. Also, it's still going to be reported, obviously that Dana Holgerson, looking at what's going to go on with there. But Glenn Thomas is now here. Glenn Thomas, Raff and Rico both. But Raff, when he's Glenn Thomas, what was the importance? Because Raff, you were screaming that before this year started.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, we need a quarterback coach. Why is this hire important? And I'm going to say this real fast too. I seen some of the comments online and thinking, well, he was at Pittsburgh before, and obviously taking the bias out of Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. He was there for this year.
Yeah, 1 year.
He was also not the quarterback.
He was just there as offensive person helping out with offense.
He was like an offensive analyst or offensive assistant. Yeah. One of those is true.
He's an analyst, but had times stints with the Falcons. He was with Rule at Temple, both at Baylor. Mm-hmm. Other stints in the NFL. Raff, why do you think this position, whether it was him, which I'm glad we got him, or someone of his caliber, why was that important to get a quarterback's coach?
I think it just gives the quarterback just more. You can learn more when you have a quarterback's coach that's kind of separated from the offense coordinator, because the offense coordinator is getting ready. Not only are you worried about the quarterback, like we had Satterfield this year, there's a quarterback's coach / offense coordinator. So he's prepping a game plan. He's worried about the entire offense. When you have a quarterback's coach, it adds sort of like like a buffer between the offense coordinator and the quarterback, where they can discuss, they can, look over, they can get more intricate looking at defenses, reading defenses. And I just have always felt that, if you have that quarterback's coach, it gives that. I think it makes your quarterback so much better, because I've seen it done where the quarterback's coach isn't truly a quarterback's coach. And I've seen it when there is a true quarterback's coach, and you see the flip and just the difference in it. I'm not saying that that Satterfield was a bad quarterbacks coach by no means. I just think you're able to give more time having a pure quarterbacks coach. I always go back to Kansas and Buffalo because that's kind of what I'd seen and been around. Like Lance had a quarterbacks coach in Buffalo, and he could coach quarterbacks, which was just fine, but he ended up becoming the offense coordinator. Then Lance brought in, a quarterbacks coach, and you talk to the quarterbacks that played. It was like, there's a drastic difference. So I'm happy that they got a quarterbacks coach. And looking back, and I was like going back and seeing, where they've been, and he's strong with Coach Rule at Baylor. They had Charlie Brewer that put up great numbers the year they went to the Sugar Bowl, I believe it was.
It was a New Year's Six Bowl.
Yep, Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Charlie Brewer ran for like 1 trillion yards.
Yep. Then they had PJ Walker when they were at Temple, I believe.
Yep.
Temple.
Who's still in the NFL?
Yep, he's still bouncing around. He's there. And then he had another quarterback that set like the pass percentage record at
UNLV.
Yeah,
it was
UNLV.
like 70 something. It was over 70% on the season. He coached a quarterback who completed over 70% of his passes for an entire season, setting the UNLV single season record.
So he's got a track record, and I think it'll make Satterfield a better offense coordinator, because I think he'll be able to he'll switch over to tight ends offense coordinator,
which I feel like is more his specialty.
I think so too. And also he's able to, face it, tight end is not quarterback.
No.
Quarterback, you need to know every position on the field. Tight end, he's going to be able to be more of that offense coordinator. He'll be able to game plan more. And tight ends, like even when you were at Nebraska, AD, tight ends, receivers, they kind of mix a little bit.
Coach Brown was both of our coaches.
So you're able to, if say Satterfield wants to concentrate on game planning or whatever, where you can send those tight ends with the receivers. So I think it'll open him up more. I think he'll have more time to set up game plans. So I'm excited for it. I was praying and I was hoping that we would get a quarterbacks coach. And now if we're able to somehow get Holgerson as that offensive and like an analyst,
I think senior offensive analyst is probably the title.
And if they can add him, if they can have him add him there, that adds another mind into that and
seasoned mind
and
too.
a person that's had great success coaching college offenses. Then I'd love to see where this Nebraska offense is going, and then you get those parts there. We have the quarterback. I know he's young. I know Dave talked about that yesterday. He's young and he's got a lot to learn. But I think he has enough. He has enough in his toolbox right now where he can be successful, and I just think it'll just get better from here on out.
Unknown texter 8668. Good morning to you. Goes not correction, not UNLV. He was there, but high percentage was at ASU.
ASU.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yep. Justin Lake Alfred. Dustin, good morning to you as well. You're spot on, bro. More focused development with a QB coach. And it is. Yep. And Raff, you go back to the days, I'm just going by what I know, but when you had Coach Osborne as our offense, think about it. Coach Osborne is rare. He's the outlier. Very few head coaches can be the OC, the head coach, and assistant athletic director. That is, and not only that, college football, the landscape has changed now compared to was 28 years ago to do all those things. So a lot of times people compare things. Well, T.O. did it. Yeah, but that's rare air.
When he was doing that, how much trust did he have in his assistants? No, I did not.
A lot of trust in his assistants.
So how much trust did he have in his assistants to help him out to the umpteenth degree because of everything that he had on his plate? Being the head coach, the OC, and the assistant AD, doing all those things, how much did he have his assistants hey, you know what I want. I know what you guys do. I trust you to do this.
Rico, it's a great question. And Raff, I'll let you explore this too and kind of just comment on this. The landscape of college football has changed because T.O. had something, along with many coaches during that genre, had something that no longer exists. Coaches that stayed 10 to 15 years.
Continuity.
Coach Osborne knew some of those guys were on his staff, with the exception of Coach Brown at that time. Even at that time in the 90s, but Coach Brown had been there maybe 4 or 5 years worth of run. Some of those coaches had been with him since he's, shortly after he started. So he had the continuity to where they knew each other like the palm of their hands. A lot different contrast to today where coaches leave and it's like you might not even know the guy. You know of the guy, but you went down to Florida at Orlando at the American Football Coaches Association conference and you interviewed a guy because your buddy's buddy knew him and says he'd be a good fit. Hence why the same staff that DeBoer is putting together, which we'll get into later, is right now. DeBoer brought his whole offensive staff from Washington, but his defensive staff, he's hiring from far off. So we'll get to that. But, Raff, you think about this. Turner Gill was our quarterback's coach.
Correct.
The same guy, obviously, that Coach Osborne had coached when he was here. So, Rico, to your point, there was not a lot of drop-off, if any, because they all knew the same system, the vernacular, vocabulary, habits, tendencies, etc. And, Raff, you look about the development we had under Coach Gill. Now, Coach Osborne, he would kind of give the quarter, obviously, the offensive plan. They were close. But they had their own room with Coach with Coach Gill in that quarterback room.
And you also have to think about it this way: that coaching staff for Coach Osborne stayed together for a very long time. There wasn't a lot of people branching off, going to get a head coaching job or an assistant job here, there. With coaching staffs nowadays, look, if you do a good job, your assistants get hired off. And then you need to bring somebody else in, and you either need to teach them what you've been doing, or they're going to teach the players what their strategy, whatever they're going to do. So that's what makes things nowadays so much harder. And that's the part of Nick Saban, I'm going to say downfall, is Nick Saban's downfall, where he didn't win a championship in the last 3 years at Alabama.
Shucks. That's horrible.
Just the worst.
Get rid of him.
It's because he did such a good job.
Terrible.
And everybody's looking at an Alabama coaching staff because they see that Nick Saban brings in coaches who don't coach well, coaches them back up, gets some feeling better about themselves as coaches, probably. And then they go off and they become head coaches. They become assistants somewhere else. Then he has to fill that void again.
Saban was the Mayo Clinic of college coaching. I mean, you go see Saban. You go to if you got something you got to get fixed, and it's like you need a specialist.
Make it better.
You go to the Mayo Clinic. Saban was the Mayo Clinic of college coaches, and like we mentioned, the cohesiveness Nebraska staff had. They all knew the same language, etc. But those days are long gone. And you bring up with Glenn Thomas, we bring in. He knows Coach Rule. Coach Rule knows him.
That's the familiarity point. I like seeing that, and they've had success together. So that's a positive. I mean, I'm excited.
I am too.
And he's a younger guy, so I'm just cool. Just that I think that he'll be around for a while. That's one of the things too. I think.
Speaking of just quarterbacks in general too, and Raff, you showed this to me. Raiola's dart down the field. Over in Hawaii.
He's got a gun.
He makes it look so easy.
If you get a chance to go watch his huddle videos, go back and watch just all the different.
He can throw the tree.
All the throws that he makes.
He can throw the tree.
His deep ball is so pretty.
It's pretty. And again, we've always said this. You got to do it in college.
Yep.
The game's moving a lot faster. Throws that he was getting away with in high school, you're going to have to change during college, which brings up the point why you got to have a good quarterback coach. Before we go any further, folks, I want to say this. We all know this. We'll give a big shout out to our very own Steve Sipple, being co-sports writer of the year. Big Sip. Steve Sipple, man, well deserved. Sip is just cooler than the other side of the pillow.
He gets a trip to Hawaii.
Goes to Hawaii.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah, the Polynesian Bowl. And I'm gonna tell you something. And being around Sip these past almost 2 years, and just knowing him a little bit before here, but obviously been bumping the Sip for years. Obviously, he'd been a beat writer for years with Journal Star before. He's been on 3 right now, but it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, better. I don't know Tom Chattel, but I tell you what, congrats to him as well as the other recipient of that award. But I'm speaking on behalf of our radio family member, Steve Sip. Congrats to your brother. Keep enjoying Hawaii. You're probably not up yet because it's only 3:54 in the morning where he's at right now. But a big shout out to Steve Sipple as co-sports writer of the year for the state of Nebraska. Folks, we want to take a quick break. We come back. We got history and we got the coaching carousal to discuss because there is a lot. One in particular, Raff had some pretty good information because he spends a lot of time around this program over the number of years, which is very surprising how things went down there. But it's like we're talking about. It's the new age of college football and it's a new landscape. Folks, we got Rico holding it down on the ones and twos. We're here at the Mothership, Raff and myself. It's 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Koppel. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Koppel. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at koppelcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G2076684.
Ever felt judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? Is this your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through Friday, January 19th. See Home Club for details.
The Mill Coffee and Tea inside our 93.7 The Ticket studio is now open 7 days a week. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, you can enjoy burritos, cinnamon rolls, fresh brewed coffee, delicious tea, or even their coffee and cream ale. Sold exclusively at the Ticket Mill location. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends, right here at 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, there's a sale for Ticket listeners only. If you say Go Big Red, you'll get all natural pork loin back ribs for just $1.99 per pound with a limit of 2 racks. That's at Fairway Meat Market for the Ticket listener sale, now through January 21st in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures. All things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Old School with DP and J.
DPGM. What are you going to do to Caleb Williams? What are you going to do? You going to draft him?
No.
You're not going to draft him?
No, I don't. Here's my thing. I don't want anybody to know. I'm not going to bring poison into my program because that's what it would be. He's letting you know he's poison. He's venom. Why would I put poison in my own soup?
Maybe you think you're a mongoose. You can't.
No. I have zero.
You're a mongoose. You can take the cobra venom.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Wednesday. It's a heat wave outside. We love it. History. AD.
We got history. You know what? Unknown texture, I totally agree because I don't care how far he can throw. How accurate does he know his colors?
I will say this in response to that. He does. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Like I said, the kid's definitely.
Honestly, I think that he throws the ball better with pads on than he does without.
Without? Well, yeah. Like I said, the thing is, the kid can definitely throw, but the moving from the high school level to the collegiate level and collegiate to the pros is night and day. And so we shall see. But I will take my chances in seeing with him.
You know what?
I'll tell you that.
You know what? I'm just going to quash all the keys. Terrible. All right? Nobody get excited.
That's right.
Nobody look forward to next season. It's going to be another bad year.
Wow.
I'm not going to go that far.
No, it's going to be bad, everybody. Everybody's getting way to it. You're getting way up here. And you're like, Nebraska's going to be fantastic. And he's going to win a Heisman in 3 years. And he's going to get drafted in the first. You know what? He's serviceable.
Rico, you feel better now, don't you, man?
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
If any Ralph Brodies wants to come here and throw Rico in the snow,
I don't feel better
like
at
Will
all.
Smith. Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The problem is usually when I say negative things to like try and like quash my excitement, I kind of believe it. I didn't believe any of that.
Yeah.
Well, except for the like Heisman in the NFL draft thing. That's way too far off.
I think like for me, I think he's got enough in the toolbox right now that he'll be able to be successful early.
Well, I think he better because he's going to play early.
Yeah. Will he be like, super Dylan right off the bat? I can't say that, but I think he's got enough tools and he's got enough training that I think he'll be sufficient enough that we will see an uptick at quarterback.
I also don't want to put like too much pressure on him right away. Because he is a true freshman coming into college.
It is a major difference, man.
It's a big step up from high school to collegiate football, and I don't want to put all of the pressure in the world, all of the pressure of a state and a fan base onto a 18, 19-year-old
Here's the deal that I like about him, though, is I think he's taken it upon himself. Like he said, it's time to wake the sleeping giant.
The thing is, you can say that all you want until you lose that first game.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people are like, oh, maybe he's not as good as we thought. That's not what I'm saying. But people are like, oh, maybe he's not as good as we thought he was. Maybe he's not going to be the savior. And then all of the negative pressure, because right now it's all positive. It's sunshine, rainbows, or as Josiah Alex says, it's flamethrowers and four-wheelers right now. but if you get to a game where you don't perform very well and Nebraska ends up losing and maybe has a couple turnovers, all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, maybe he wasn't ready for the limelight. Maybe you're a true freshman and all this stuff. And the negative pressure, pressure bursts pipes, as they say.
Yes. Speaking of pressure, there's a lot of pipes being burst right now because of the cold, too.
Enrico saying all this stuff about Dylan. Jeez.
I'm trying to be, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying.
Here's
maybe,
what I'm going to say.
Chill out a little bit.
5 words. Do it on the field.
Yeah.
And that's, like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic, but you have to do it on the field because you don't find out who a player is or even a person is when things are going well or before the event's taking place. You find out, and it's like my good friend Ted Gilmore, the former receivers coach here at Nebraska, he would always say, you find out who coaches are and who players are when the bullets start flying. Everybody's great during 7-on-7. Everybody's great during when you're doing skeleton work. What about when you're in the heat of the game and you lose a game and you play bad? That's when you find out the caliber of a player. And obviously, everything we've seen so far, obviously, it's the ceiling is very high. I am very optimistic, cautiously, might I add, optimistic, but do it on the field because you find out who a player is. You think about Rico in your track days, man, a guy that you were going to run against in the highs, and you're looking at his clips, at his times in the Omaha World Herald, but he hasn't really been tested by anybody. You find out who a sprinter is when he's got somebody he's breathing with right next to him, going over them hurdles. You find out who he is. Does he have it in him or not to keep going when he's used to running away from everybody? But you're right there with him.
Yep.
And the pressure's on, the heat is on. And not only that, the track is running out. And he's not running away from you, and you're not running away from him.
You got 2 hurdles left.
You got 2 hurdles left.
Figure it out.
You got to figure it out. That's who you find out who you are as an athlete, to where you have that person breathing down your neck. Maybe there's a few lookout blocks from that line. Maybe there's some receivers that are dropping some passes. That's when you find out who you are. And until that happens, we're not going to know the true stripes and colors of Riley quite yet. Now, the pomp and circumstance is great. I love it. But we'll find out when the bullets start flying. And you know what? When you really find out, and this is just reality. This sucks, but it's reality. You find out when we take an L.
Yep.
How do you respond? Because I'm going to tell you something.
You never lose.
And I was just going to say that. Hey, on this 17th day of January, I'm pushing all my chips in the middle.
Don't do that.
Let's ride.
Chips for, like, what are you saying?
I don't know.
The whole Dylan Raiola train. I'm pushing all my chips.
So you're saying we're not going to lose?
Never. No, he rolls off. Well, let's see here. We play what, 14 games a year, 14, 15 games a year. So 45 game winning streak starts this year. Okay, we good. Because he'll leave after his junior year, probably.
I am not going to get on. I love you, big dog, but I'm not getting on that train.
Not on that train yet.
I'm just want to get.
You haven't seen the spring game yet.
I want to get the train started. I want to get the right people on the train.
Keep it on the track.
Yeah, I want to keep it on the track. So,
have we built the train yet?
Yeah.
Is there a train, or is it still a push cart?
Yeah, my thing is this, and you know what, Big Bird?
Get the train out of the shed.
Big Bird says pressure also creates diamonds. It does create diamonds, but that pressure. Those diamonds are forged, and there's pieces being, like I said, it's being molded, it's being shaped. And when you're being molded and shaped, it ain't comfortable. So there's going to be some uncomfortable moments. And I think to think otherwise is naive.
Oh, yeah.
It's naive. You have to know there's going to be some struggle there, but that's where also the progress comes from.
Yep.
You look about Nebraska, you think about, again, I'm going back, even the Bo Pelini era, there were some struggles, and they got it together. On the Osborne in the 90s, there was struggle, and they got it together. So that pressure that creates those diamonds, they become hardened because they had hard things happen to them. So I'd rather happen sooner than earlier rather than later, though. I'll put it that way. But I love what I'm seeing so far, like the moves we're making so far. But before we hop into that, let's get some history. Let's just play what's going on out there. We're talking about history. Why is it so cold out there?
I don't know.
Let's play that. There we go.
What a wonderful world this would be.
Okay, fellas, we're going to bring it back. I see you looking at my monitor, Raff. Stop it.
Sorry.
I see you cheating over there. Stop it.
I didn't
Stop
swear.
it.
You ask another question about money in the 70s.
It's going to be about money in the 70s.
Lord.
I'll bring him a
I never saw.
Because I seen Raff's quick eyes.
I never saw anything.
$10.
You know what? And think about it. On the airplane, I seen it. I was working on a program last week, and I'm not saying this, you Raff, but this guy was just looking at my monitor, and I almost wanted to say, "Would you want to read something here?
Do you want to help me?
Can I help you out?" And so I'm literally ordering one of those screens that it's a blind
the privacy
screen.
Yeah.
Because you're on airplanes, people are always, and it wasn't just that guy. I'm just thinking, dude, stop looking at my monitor.
I
Would you
never
leave me
look.
alone?
I just sort of like when you open it, I sort of glanced.
It was already open.
It's just the
but
light.
I never saw anything, is what I'm saying.
It's just the
I'm gonna
light, and you see it in the corner of your eye, and you're just like, "Ooh, what's that?"
I'm gonna make this screen dark like my skin color. You ain't gonna be able to see nothing.
You make it that dark, you ain't gonna be able to see nothing either.
Where's AD? So some
All right.
Husker history
Husker
for
history.
you.
Here we go.
Raffy, keep your eyes on O Street.
I saw nothing.
Bill Jennings in 1959, the former Nebraska coach. 1959.
I hate this.
Got $1,000 raise and a new contract.
Oh.
That ran through 1961. With the $1,000 raise, what did that bump his salary up to?
2,000? Was he making 1,000? I don't know. I was gonna say 1,010. I don't care anymore.
Real quick, text line, let us know. Bill Jennings, the former Nebraska coach, got a $1,000 raise in 1959. $1,000 raise. What did that bump his salary up to in 1959? What did that bump his salary up to?
$1,500.
$1,500. So he's
Are
making
we going per year or per month?
Just how much was his contract yearly?
I'm gonna say 12,000.
12,000. What do you say, Rico?
Let's go 11. Not 11,000, 1,100.
D-Ron with the best text. I have tempered my expectations for Dylan. 3 national championships and 2 Heismans.
You go Archie Griffith, huh? Get 2 Heisman.
Oh, thank goodness.
He's like, well, who was the quarterback for Notre Dame? Oh man.
Oh, the one that Bino Cook that kept
Ron
saying?
Pallas, when Brent Musburger played in the very first game against Angus Northwestern.
Yeah.
He's like, this Ron Pallas will win 3 Heisman trophies before it's all said and done. And he never got one.
Bino Cook was that way with Penn State, wasn't he?
Yeah, Bino loved Bino.
He loved Penn State.
good old
God
Bino.
rest his soul.
Yeah, I
Penn
think
State will win the national championship.
I say
Come on,
12,000 a year for Mr.
Bino. Okay.
Jennings.
So Joe B, good morning to you, brother.
I'll go.
So Raph, you said 12,000.
Yep.
1,000.
Rico?
I'll go 6,000.
$6,000. Joe B, good morning. Joe B says 15,000. Aaron, good morning, my man. You say
It was
14,500.
1950. Like everything cost $1.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
that, if everything cost $1, it was too rich for your blood.
Brian says 17K.
You could buy a house for a nickel.
Big Bird says classic Raph, getting distracted by the text line.
Not the first time. It will not be the last
It will not
time.
be the last. Raph's seen those Heisman's like, I got to talk about it.
I say Heisman's.
I could buy all of Lincoln for $10 in 1950. Come on, what are we doing?
In 1959, Bill Jennings, Nebraska football coach, has been given a new 3-year contract at a salary boosted from boosted $1,000. He will now draw $14,000 per year.
Nice. Way to
Board of
go.
Regents tore up Jennings' old
Aaron.
contract, which had a year to run. They issued the new one on the recommendation of athletic director Bill Orwig.
Yeah, Aaron
This is
is 14.5. That was a good guess. And then he probably was doing like the Bill Jennings show on 1011, so he probably got 500 for that. So
Yeah.
14.5. Boom.
Says
Wow.
Jennings was very well
Good
pleased
for
with the
him.
new contract. This will give us an
The
opportunity
Bill
to go
Jennings
ahead
coaching show.
with our recruiting program without worry of staff changes. He was now making a paltry $14,000.
Nice.
I love it. That was history, man. 14 G's.
I got a couple histories.
You can find 14 G's in a briefcase and not blink nowadays. You're like, huh, that's cool.
You might find 1,400 on O Street somewhere, by parking meters, if you're walking up and down.
There's,
who knows?
there's 14 large in a parking meter out here somewhere.
This is one 25 years ago today. John Elway played his final game at Mile High Stadium. Can you believe it though? 25 years ago.
Play something crazy for that one right there.
All right. Just mute his mic. Just mute it. Just
What?
make it so he can't say anything.
Raph, I love you. Why is it always John Elway?
Because it was just the fact that it's been 25 years ago.
No one cares.
I care.
Oh my God.
25 years ago.
You must be crazy.
25 years ago. Last game at Mile High.
I cannot stand you.
All right. And then my final piece of history.
You promise it's not about John Elway.
It's not about John Elway.
Nothing about Denver.
Nothing about
Nothing about the
Denver.
state of Colorado.
Nothing about the state of Colorado.
Well, I haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah, keep that.
Actually, he did fight. He did box once in Colorado. He boxed Lyle Elzado at Mile High Stadium. But it would have been Muhammad Ali's 82nd birthday today.
Muhammad Ali.
He boxed Lyle Elzado
Okay.
at Mile High Stadium.
Hey, you're lucky I didn't. I almost hit this one, but shout out to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali.
It's crazy. It only been 82.
I was thinking like 87, 88 or something like that.
Crazy. It's like
82 years old. 82. Well, folks, $14,000. Yeah, like I said, back then that was the pay, and he got $1,000 raise in 1959 for Nebraska coach Bill Jennings. We got a lot of sports to discuss because the coaching carousel is still going, as the words of Erykah Badu, on and on and on and on. It's going on and on. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive. It's Wednesday. 9.7 a ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, increasing cloud cover expected throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 22. Tonight, a slight chance of snow. Otherwise, we'll see cloudy skies in the low around 7. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy and snow likely in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 15. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea inside our 93.7 The Ticket studio is now open 7 days a week. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, you can enjoy burritos, cinnamon rolls, fresh brewed coffee, delicious tea, or even their coffee and cream ale. Sold exclusively at the Ticket Mill location. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends. Right here at 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff, who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Ever feel judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? This is your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through Friday, January 19th. See Home Club for details.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody.
Not going to see you for a while then.
We're back again.
Brittany Griner's back.
The polar bear.
I didn't
change your color up.
I didn't say I was going to be traveling with illegal stuff.
You ain't got to over there. Yeah,
they just find it.
He
on you.
looks suspicious.
They just look at you and they go, no.
Like Dave Chappelle, spray a little crack on him. Open and shut case.
Great job, Johnson.
Oh boy,
Big Bird. I know it's called Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
They says somebody informed AD on the correct pronunciation. Coaching Corral. I was saying carousal. I meant to say carousel.
Yeah. I was like, all
Golden
right.
Corral.
Just let him go, man. Ron Burgundy.
Whatever you put on the prompter, he will read
it.
Corral.
The coaching corral at Old Country at the Golden
At the
Corral.
Old Country
Corral's
Buffet.
I'm Aaron Davis.
And the look on his face, I'm Ron Burgundy. Well, the coaching train is moving, and there's a lot of things that are going on. Raff, one that sticks out to me, we'll get into the pros in a second, but Maurice Lindquist that left Buffalo, University of Buffalo, to go join Coach DeBoer at Washington.
Got a job. Had to go.
But he leaves the head coaching job at Buffalo to become a position coach at Alabama.
Yeah,
Talk to me, my brother.
It's like Colorado's offensive coordinator. He left, where was he at? Toledo? I don't remember where he was at.
Yeah.
Well, where he was at.
He had the best. It was a group of five school.
Group of five school.
Had the best offense, and then left to be the offensive coordinator at Colorado. But this is different because he's not going to Alabama to be a coordinator, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I think what went on with this too is, I'm sure he got a pay raise because I would assume at Buffalo he's probably making it probably the $400,000-$500,000 range. He'll go to Alabama. I'm guessing it'll be close to $1 million. I would assume 800. So he's getting a pay raise. Gets him back into, back to a Power 5 school. And then another thing for me that kind of I thought a little bit about was this might possibly have been his last year at Buffalo, because if you looked at Buffalo over the last 3 years,
they've been struggling.
They've declined.
They've been struggling.
They have declined. He's got some really good recruiting classes. He's been getting really top-notch recruiting classes at Buffalo, but it hasn't really went to the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, this might have been the time for him to get out of there, being that it might have been already handled for him after the end of next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that probably played into it a little bit.
Just getting out in front of it, not wanting to have to deal with getting fired or let go.
But the thing about him though was it was a surprise. Like his coaching staff, they learned about it pretty much on the radio and per the internet, that he was leaving. So he did not let them really know that, hey, I'll be taking off. So
you guys,
it's almost like players getting traded in professional sports and not knowing about it, or somehow like they get traded during like an off day or something.
They find
out on Twitter, like somebody tag them. They're just like, hey, welcome to Portland, buddy. And you're like, what?
You're at the grocery store and find out.
Yeah.
You know what, Rico, that is wrong how that happens. Because at least you would let the person know who it impacts. They do. I think it's even worse when those who are in charge don't inform those who work for them or with them.
And it was crazy too yesterday. They had a few transfers that, committed to Buffalo yesterday. God. So it'd have been like, they were asking, like I was reading through some of the Buffalo stuff this morning before I got here. And a lot of them were wondering, they're like, now are these commitments per Lindquist leaving to go to Alabama, or is these after, are they still, because you got to think that's a huge change right there. Like here, you just committed, I'm coming to Buffalo to play for Coach Mo. And the next thing you know, you're like, well, he's gone.
It's almost like Chubba Purdy. Chubba Purdy commits to San Jose State. San Jose State's coach leaves.
Yeah, I said that
takes
to
the Arizona
yesterday.
job.
Yeah. That's.
So do you think Chubb ends up following them to Arizona then? No, because Arizona's got the quarterback.
Well, I don't know if that
he goes back in the same situation.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if I don't know how many of the players on that team
will stay there.
Well, no. Well, yes, but I don't know how many of them like Jed Fish for the way that he left, because apparently the meeting lasted like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. None of a lot of the players are not happy with him.
No.
So they might keep keep a lot of their players, or they might transfer somewhere else, not Washington.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it won't be Washington.
Because Washington doesn't even have, I don't know if they have a quarterback right now, because Rodgers transferred out and the 5-star freshman that they had transferred out, or at least are in the portal.
So Chubba, so now that's so crazy. You just transfer into San Jose State, and then now his 30-day portal window opens up to where maybe he'll have an opportunity. If that's not the place for him, he might transfer again.
That's crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's just nuts, man. I mean, what was news this morning at 8 may not be news by the time the show's up,
Yeah.
I mean, because it just changes so rapidly, so quickly. You look what at Buffalo, it's the second time in 4 years they've had to find a new coach. Lance left at the end of April, which, that was a little different.
Yeah.
It's still tough. But it's easier time, I think, this round because it's mid-year. It's not as ideal either, though, because, you're getting right in the heart of, like I said, you had the recruits that were there, that were going to come into the organization. It's just going to be a difficult situation, I think, all the way around. But if there
was a time, I guess, from a timing standpoint, this is probably the best time, just for the fact that it gives them a chance. Because when Lance left, Lance not only put, like when he went to Kansas, he was taking over, was right around the spring. Actually, I think he got their spring game weekend. Yeah. And then Buffalo was kind of in the same predicament where they had to go out and get a coach, So coaching and transfers, and it's a wild west.
It
and
is.
It's just you either got to adapt to it or you get ran over.
Well, you look at Coach DeBoer. I'm looking at this from the Athletic. His on-field staff hires so far. His offensive coordinator, Ryan Grubb from Washington.
Great get. Just bringing him over.
Yep. His running.
Apparently, Grubb wanted to be the Washington head coach, but they didn't want him to. They didn't want to hire him. So, it doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense to me. You, the guy that was the architect of your explosive offense.
He could keep everything together, maybe.
Yes, he would have been the one that kept the band together for the most part.
Hey,
you would have had a few. You would have had a few to try. A few folks would be left away, but I think you would have kept that roster together a lot more rather than bringing in somebody completely new, because he's going to blow up that staff. Blow up his own when he gets there. Running backs coach Robert Gillespie, Alabama's running backs coach. So they did keep Robert Gillespie. In fact, he was one of 2 of the staff from Alabama that was retained so far.
You've seen Alabama's running backs. I'd keep him too.
Yeah. It was like, nah, you good, bro. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Wide receivers.
We need you to stay.
Yeah, exactly. The wide receivers coach, Jamarcus Shepard, came from Washington wide receivers. Tight ends coach, Nick Sheridan, was Washington tight ends coach. Offensive line was Scott Huff from Washington offensive line. His coordinator, Kane Womack came from South Alabama.
Yep. Yes.
Came from South Alabama. His defensive line coach, Freddie Roach, obviously stayed there at Alabama. And his defensive backs now, what is looking right now, is going to be Maurice Lindquist.
And it's crazy how that changes because
seems like
if you recall, Alabama's defensive backs coach went over to Georgia, and then he was trying to make a late push to keep him at Alabama, but he decided just to go to Georgia after all.
Because he's also one of the best recruiters, right?
Yep. And that got the wheels in motion then for Mo to come down to Alabama. So it's crazy how that works.
Yeah, and that led to Caleb Downs, the safety, the defensive back for Alabama, one of their better defensive players, is just entered the portal today, and apparently Georgia and Ohio State are front runners.
Yep, it's a wild world.
And also, somebody on Justin Rogie, I don't know, I can't see if that's an O or an A, on YouTube says, "Isn't Arizona's quarterback going to Washington?" No, Jaden DeLara, who was the starter to start the season, is transferring to Texas State. As of right now, Arizona's quarterback who started the rest of the games, and I cannot, Noah Fafita,
yeah,
not in the portal.
From what I've heard from Arizona is the team is wanting to stay together and stay united. So I wouldn't expect there'll be a lot of transfers out of Arizona. It seems like that they're
kind of pissed off.
They're upset and they want to unite. Almost.
Let's show him what he's missing.
Exactly. And the coach for San Jose State, he's a good coach, Brennan. He's a good coach. So they're getting a good coach. So just be a matter of the transition and how it happens. And we've seen it, Nebraska, Coach Rule came, we thought there was going to be a huge exodus of players, and it wasn't a huge, a ton of players that left the program. He was able to, get things assimilated quite quickly to where Nebraska did not lose a lot of players when they had the coaching transition last year. So.
Let me ask you guys this, man. If you're leaving, what do you say to your players?
Bye.
I don't know. I
guess you just got to be like, well, I've had a position. Yeah, it's tough, but
I want to let you guys know that I'm not doing this despite all of you. I've enjoyed our time together so much. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Yep. The way that you guys have played and the way that you've raised your level of play has granted me the option to move up in my coaching career and take this job elsewhere. I, again, appreciate everything that you've done. I hope that there's no hard feelings. I hope to stay in contact with all of you. I love the relationships that we've built, but I'm going to be taking this job at insert new university.
Or you can always go with this is what's best for my family.
Yeah.
I think no matter what you say,
it's not going to be good.
It's not going to go well.
No.
But I think you say something.
Yeah.
And you don't give them 2 to 3 minutes when these guys giving you years, on their bodies coming. Now, granted, they're getting a scholarship. They're there to, get paid to go to school, get their schooling taken care of. And now, depending on where you're at, you're actually getting paid to play. So I don't think there's a right way, but I think there is a wrong way when you give them 2 minutes. I just think that's just Bush League, man.
Yeah.
If you can't give those guys more time than that, you spent time breaking bread at my table at my parents' house, and you come in and give me 2.5. You give me literally 120 seconds. I think that's. I just think that's bull, man. And granted, there's going to be some. No matter what you say to them, it's not going to go well. Which I get that too. But I think you owe them. You owe them after you've spent all that time, made the promises to their parents or their guardians, their high school coaches, etc. You owe them better than 2 or 3 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, no, I don't fault coaches for leaving. I get it's a business. That's what you do is to advance, okay? You advance. Rico, you advance since you've been at the station. You advance. Raff, you advance in your job, advance in mine. So life is about advancement, but you don't give them 2 minutes, man.
No.
You don't give them 2 or 3 minutes. And you sure as heck, Raff, don't just dip and not even tell your coaching staff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, there's no judgment on anybody. I just look at it just like, man, come on, give those kids more than that, man.
No judgment, but also tons of judgment.
Yeah. Kids, here's reality. I'm about to get paid.
I got to go. Guys, thanks for
I'm about to secure the bag.
Thanks for everything you've done for me. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for getting me paid.
You know that NIL thing? I'm about to get my NIL.
It's a business decision.
Yeah.
You see Mo rolling around in a Lamborghini in Alabama later today.
Yeah. What's up, Pete Ferguson? Pete says, is there really anything you can say? I walk in and say, Chris Brown, people, Deuces.
It's very Cowboys of you, Pete. Because the Cowboys said the same thing to the NFL playoffs.
Rico's coming in.
No.
Man. I thought we were going to get through a show with no cowboy bashing.
Hey,
No,
I can say
Pete.
that because my team sucks.
No, Pete. Now I'm gonna say this now, Nico. In about 10 minutes, if you see a massive black figure come in the window, I'm gonna say my name is Bennett. I ain't in it.
Oh, look, he's flying. All right, we need a break.
Oh, folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Ever feel judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? This is your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through Friday, January 19th. See Home Club for details.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff, who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying, let's sit around the table, let's drop some plans, let's put numbers together, let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
The Mill Coffee and Tea inside our 93.7 The Ticket studio is now open 7 days a week. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, you can enjoy burritos, cinnamon rolls, fresh brewed coffee, delicious tea, or even their coffee and cream ale. Sold exclusively at the Ticket Mill location. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends. Right here at 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
He can maybe run. So like speed option, those things. All you want to do.
Speed. I can't see.
It's also. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, look what you did. Look what you did. Look at Bill. Come on
Just
now.
calm down.
I don't say anything about semicolons or should there be a
Word
parentheses or
Too many commas over there.
too many
Come on.
run-on sentences. Don't talk about that. It's not my wheelhouse.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Florial's. Get there. Yum.
Day for Renew. That is, good morning to you, brother. 33 years ago today, the air operation of Desert Storm started. I buried a pair of Air Jordan 3s over there the night before I left. You know, I was in basketball practice when I went down Lincoln High when the war started, Desert Storm. David, thank you. And all the military veterans out there for your service. We definitely appreciate that. Unknown text rate 4881. Read this first. The need to move the portal dates to start the last week of January, first week of February. It makes no sense. The portal dates start before the first bowl game and is played and ends before the playoff ends. I don't think we have any disagreements with that.
True.
They need to make some adjustments with that unknown texture. We are with you. And Bubba, it does happen all the time. I mean, these people.
I think the transfer portal should just be all off season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as soon as the bowl game ends, as soon as the national championship is over, transfer portal opens. It's open all off season until I'll just say 2 months before the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it closes.
Yeah.
There you go. So you get a couple months.
And Willie, he goes, I just tuned in and thought Rico was leaving. What a relief.
Why? What did I do?
When we were talking about job changes and things like that. And, yeah. Just like, new positions and things like that, just moving up the ladder.
Hey. Bye.
Deuces. What is that movie? One of my favorites. I always forget the name of it. Oh man, the Western movie. He goes with I'll be your Huckleberry.
why am I forgetting it?
Gosh, this one spaced it.
Don't look at me.
OK Corral. Oh man.
Oh, such a good movie.
Tombstone, thanks, Pete.
Tombstone, thank you. Good Lord.
Tombstone, yeah.
We got to be
You
better.
would know that, Pete.
Oh,
there you
no.
go. Come on, there you go.
Oh, my
A
gosh.
movie about cowboys.
Oh, no.
By the way, that were killed.
Oh, weird.
That is the basic the premise of Tombstone.
Oh, boy.
Of those guys taking out Cowboys.
Crazy.
And he did take out the Cowboys.
I think Nick sent me a text. I think he saw Dak Prescott dating Cancun.
Oh, boy, Rico is on one. I'll tell you, you're going to see Pete come out here with his belt.
Pete's busy. He's a busy man. He doesn't have time to come down here.
Dustin things and
I hope.
I'll be a Huckleberry. Have you seen that movie before, Rico? Tombstone?
No.
It is a great movie.
Everybody
man.
tells me I should, and I just haven't. Mostly because where can I watch it?
Just
Do I have to buy it, or can I get it off of a streaming place?
Oh, it's still, I'm sure.
You could probably just go to YouTube and type in Tombstone full movie.
I probably.
Why, hello.
But it is one of my favorite those.
Okay.
Why, hello, Johnny
Wyatt Earp
Ringo.
says he starts yelling. That's what Pete's going to do to you. Tell Rico I'm coming, and I'm bringing hell with me.
Hello, Johnny Ringo.
Hello, Chuck.
Hey, guess what? I am not a cowboy, so I will be gone.
Yeah. Raff, remember that part where Wyatt Earp bust that dude in the head with a pistol?
Yeah.
He goes, I ain't scared of you. Grabbed his gun, popped him upside the head.
Get out of here.
Oh, man, it's a great movie, man. That's a great movie. Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of coaching changes going on in the pros right now, too, you guys. And I'm just going to read these is from the Pro Football Talk's got quite a few of these. If you're Atlanta, of course, they fired Arthur Smith.
As they should.
We might not get through all these today, but they requested interviews with Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn as well. Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been requested as well, and 49ers offensive coordinator Steve Wilkes. Atlanta, and obviously we know, I just found out today, I guess it happened yesterday, with Harbaugh giving an interview with Atlanta.
Yep.
Where do you go if you're Atlanta, you guys?
Whoever takes the job.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think they are.
Harbaugh would be pretty nice.
I don't see Harbaugh in Atlanta. I don't see Belichick in Atlanta.
They
interviewed them both.
I can see Belichick in Atlanta. I think that'd work really well. I was telling Farley this the other day, where you take Belichick because right now in Atlanta you have a young team, offensively and defensively. It's a very young team. They're in Atlanta. Maybe, things haven't gone right. Maybe they're, doing their own thing. This is speculation. I'm not saying that they are. Maybe they need some structure. They need a guy who's just going to be like, look, when you're here, it's about football.
Yeah.
We're not going out to the clubs. We're not partying. We're not doing anything else. I know you're in Atlanta and the nightlife is great, but when you're here, this is about football. And lay that foundation. And it's not like you're going to expect Belichick to be there for 10 years.
Yeah.
You get however, like 5 years, something like that out of Belichick,
Rico,
so he can lay the foundation down. And then you bring in somebody else.
But does Belichick want a team that's already established? Does he want to go do a rebuild like I'm not saying a rebuild like he has to do in Atlanta, but they're a lot further away than some of those other teams are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but do you think he wants to be someplace that has a little more pieces in place?
Well, the only place that has pieces in place that would fit and work for Belichick and what he wants to do more than likely would be the Chargers. They have a lot of pieces on defense. They have a lot of pieces on offense. They just, for whatever reason, can't put it together.
Yeah.
So the Chargers would be the best place for him. But again, Atlanta has pieces. They're just young.
The Cowboys are the best place.
There's not a lot to rebuild there.
I truly don't think it's a rebuild. I truly don't think it's a rebuild in Atlanta. It's just
They just need a little bit more fine. They need a little bit more fine tuning.
You need a quarterback. That's as soon as you find that quarterback, I think you'll be pretty good.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this, man. Do you see Belichick potentially at Washington because they have money?
That's more of
they're
a
not.
rebuild.
They're not. They've got a lot to do. They've got a lot to do.
They also have pieces, but I feel like that's more of a rebuild, especially after trading away one of their best defensive assets and him leading two different teams in sacks.
Man, I'm not sure on
Do you
that.
think do you think that's too messy of a job in Washington right now?
That's back home for him.
Yeah, it's back home.
That's possible.
Under new management. All right, new management.
let's think about it. At the end of the day, it's going to be pretty much who gives the most money.
Are they going to pay me the $20 million I'm asking?
Do you think he is in it for the money, or do you think he just wants to coach? Because he's made.
I think he wants money and the best possible arrangement.
Does he want to get out of the cold?
Yeah, that might be too.
You know what, Rico? You bring up a good point because remember I said about a few weeks ago when San Diego.
Yeah.
You go to San Diego.
Nice
and even
weather.
Atlanta, you're not going to be in the cold because you're in a dome.
The Los Angeles Superchargers.
Yeah, I'm saying with Chargers. Yeah, you're in LA.
I always forget
San
that.
Diego's better.
Yeah, you're in LA. If you go out there for the Chargers, in Atlanta, you're in a dome, so you're not playing in the elements.
Yeah.
at his age, I don't know if it's about money or I think one thing he's probably thinking about, this is probably my last go around. I want to get it right. If it's going to be my last, not that he didn't get it right in New England, of course, with the 6 Super Bowl, he got it right. But he's getting up in age. I don't want to do this because think about this. Father Time is undefeated. You know, hence why Saban at 71 years old, 72 years old said, man, the energy it's taking to do this again. I don't know if Belichick wants to go in a place to where he's going to have to get the same energy he did 5 years ago or even this year.
Like I said,
in New England, as far as
LA's got Herbert, so you're pretty much set there at quarterback. They have weapons at wide receiver and tight end and the offensive line's decent.
No more snowstorms.
Some nice running backs. Your defense, you have Khalil Mack that you can work. He's there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Khalil Mack you can work with. The Derwin James out in the secondary. Like you have all of these amazing pieces. It's A, keeping them healthy, and B, getting them all on the same page.
And the thing with Belichick too that people forget is he hears the, you know, like the Patriots when they had Brady, they were good. When they didn't have Brady, they were bad. You know, he hears that. So he wants one more shot at giving it a chance without Brady, just to try and show, you know, everyone. I mean, these coaches have such a competitive nature about them, and you know he sees it. He's not going to tell you that he hears it, but he definitely sees it.
Oh yeah.
And I know that his competitive nature, that he wants that opportunity to, you know, have a chance to win a Super Bowl without Brady, just to be like, hey, this can be done.
He's definitely, Raff, to your point, he's very cognizant of what's being said out there. Unknown texter, one of the greatest lines, 5220 in Tombstone. Go ahead, skid in that smoke wagon and see what happens. We'll have to have a Tombstone show.
Oh man.
Skid it.
Oh Lord.
Folks, we'll be right back with the RGT on this balmy 10 degrees. Will eventually be 10 degrees here at 11th and O, 1040 O Street to be exact. We'll be right back, folks. 93.7 Ticket.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Koppel. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Koppel. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at koppelcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G2076684.
Letting your children know you believe in them will go a long way toward making their dreams a reality. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. It's important to celebrate learning, focus on the positives, reinforce good effort and determination. Children need your encouragement and support. Our public schools want every student to succeed.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, increasing cloud cover expected throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 22. Tonight, a slight chance of snow. Otherwise, we'll see cloudy skies and a low around 7. And tomorrow, mainly cloudy and snow likely in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 15. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyal rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Ever felt judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? This is your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through Friday, January 19th. See Home Club for details.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Next Friday.
All right, everybody. We are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This show is proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, childcare support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. RGT. It's time for Raff's Good Take.
It's fine. It's fine.
Time. Oh, sorry. Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take takes me back down to the great state of Alabama. Another birthday today. We have a 17th birthday for Miss Lainey Duval.
Goodness gracious, their whole family got birthdays this week?
Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Lainey turned 17 today. Lainey's like she's the best. She's got the best heart. Just super fun, super cool. Cheerleader. She's always, I think she's doing a Randolph Beck answering, back tuck, full, crazy stuff like that. But super awesome. Always in a good mood. Always super cool. So Lainey, have yourself a very happy birthday. And it's Lainey Boggs. I always call her Lainey Boggs from She's All That.
Yeah.
So ever since she's been born, it's always been Lainey Boggs.
Lainey.
So every time I see her, I'm like, what's up, Laney Boggs? But happy birthday, Laney Boggs. Have a great day.
Happy birthday to you, Laney. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Laney. Happy birthday, Laney, down in Alabama. I'm glad you're not spending it in snow and Arctic temperatures like we are here up in the north. The 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska. Full-time, part-time days, evening, and weekends. We're going to slide to the side because I can't see my monitor. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply to ilc.net/careers. ilc.net/careers. Because you couldn't see me at first, could you, with the microphone, right?
So I put it on that one so I could see you, just direct on it. So.
You just see some fur and a big old nose.
Yeah, a little bit. What's going on right now?
Snuffleupagus. As Coach Brown would say, AD, keep your nose out my business.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he had full jokes the other night, too, man, but I love Coach to death.
You called him 89 years old.
Yeah, I'm sure he loved that.
Benjamin Button. It's just payback from all those years, man. The 80 Attitude Adjustment, folks, is discipline. I've seen this by Champion Minded on IG, and I love it. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is what's needed to develop resilience and grit. So, folks, discipline is not punishment. It's resilience and grit. So regardless of what those, again, here we are the 17th. Those New Year's resolutions and those goals and those things you want to accomplish as the year gets further into, as we get further into January, you may forget why you did it. Remember your why. Remember, it's discipline. It's discipline. Because motivation wears off fast. All right. That's why people say, you're a motivational speaker. No, I'm not, buddy. Because most of the time, I'm not motivated to be doing what I'm doing.
Want to talk today? No.
No. Actually, I don't.
Not motivated.
I'd rather be playing 18 holes of golf. So most of the time, I'm not motivated. So it's not about your motivation. It's about your reasons. And discipline is why you do it. So whatever those things you said 17 days ago, don't worry if you're not motivated. Neither am I. Neither is most people. Just got it to be about discipline. And we're done.
We did it.
Raffy, take us home, man.
We've wrapped up another show. Everyone, have yourselves a spectacular day. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not